Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the Mom's Little World. It's been a very long time since I have posted any videos. Here I am with a few worksheets which I have prepared for my daughter. And this is the first one. This is like find the ending sound and find the correct word. She has to read it and she has to find which one is the correct letter and she has to find the correct word with this. This is the first activity. And yeah, this is a mix of both English and math, so everything will come but alternative. This is other activity. She has to find all the missing numbers and she has to fill it up, and she doesn't want to go beyond 20, and I'm like, okay, fine, how much ever she wants she can do it. And the next activity is like a between numbers. Yes, simply she has to find which number comes in between and she has to fill it up. This is like find the wrong sequence. I have mentioned different kinds of sequence here. She has to read everything. I mean, she has to go through everything and she has to find which is the correct sequence and which is the wrong sequence. If you can see, this is a correct sequence, but this is a wrong sequence. Then she has to mention as a cross mark or a tick mark, anything, whatever she wants. And this is the wrong sequence and this is the right sequence. So she has to go through everything and she has to find which is the correct one and which is the wrong one. And in this, it is like 2 triangle and 1 circle, 2 triangle, 1 circle, and again it's a 3 triangle and 1 circle. The sequence is not a correct sequence, so she has to mention it as a wrong sequence. This is like a sequencing activity. Next one is she already done it. Like she has to match the number with the correct spelling. Next one is skip counting by 2, by 3 and by 5. So far we are in 3 and she can do only 5, 10 and 15 and not beyond that. But I have just prepared it. Whenever she wants, she can do it. Next one is how many left. So I need 5 stars. How many I need more to have it? And these green stars I did these green stars and she has to find how many more she need to get a 5 stars. So she said she need 3 stars. So she drew 3 stars here. In the same way, this 4 circles I did and she did the remaining 2 circles. I need 6 circles and 10 sticks. So it's like a kind of a math counting activity. Next one is addition. Right now she is very much into addition and she can do the mental addition, mental math and everything with single digit. So I just want to mention that activity also here. And next one is make 10. Yes, I have mentioned a few shapes here and she has to count it. So it has 3. She has to draw the remaining squares to make it 10. So everything is like a make 10. How much ever is left, she has to do it and she has to make it 10. Next one is read and write. This is a digraph activity for AY sound, and this is a new thing we are going to read now. So this is like a read and write. Right now she is in a phase of writing everything. Whatever she says, she wants to write everything. So I'm like, okay, let's read it and you can write it. And next one is OO digraph. For that I have mentioned few words here. And the next one is a math activity. It is for a fraction. So she has to find, she knew the basic fractions. So she has to mention whether this is correctly mentioned or not. So this is 1 and this is correct. This is 1 by 2 and this is also correct. But here, this is not a 1. This is 1 by 3. So she has to find whether it is a right or wrong and mention whether it is a right or wrong one. Next one is a tally chart. Right now we are doing the graph work and she has to find. Tally chart in the sense plus means she has to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has to mention 1, 2, 3, 4 and for the 5th number she has to make a strike. So that is a 5. After the 6, 7, 8 she has to mention the tally here and she has to count and write how many shapes are there. Next one is fill out and find the word. She has to use these 3 sounds to fill out all these words and she has to find it, whether which pair will come here and which will complete the word. This is like duck, so she has to mention CK has to come here and she can complete the word. In the same way she has to find which one suits here and she has to complete it. And next one is learn the colors. It's like just to understand the words. And this is to learn the days of the week. She know the days of the week. It's like we are going to read, we are going to write it and we are going to learn it. And this is a month. And this is like find the word and circle it. That is like high frequency words. She has to find up, she has to read it, she has to find all up, she has to circle it. with the same color or anything, whatever she wants. And the same way, then, they, and some. These are like some high frequency words learning. Next one is also sequence kind of activity. Tell the sequence of activities. This is like to brush the teeth. To brush the teeth, what else she has to do? She has to wake up from the bed. She has to make the bed, keep the pillows away. She has to come to the bathroom and she has to take the brush. She has to put the paste on it and she has to open the tap and she has to brush the teeth. It is like some sequence of activities. It's like whatever we are doing in our regular life, just to how can I say, just to brush up our brain. What they are doing, just let them talk about it. Read a book. To read a book, what we have to do, we have to go to the bookshelf, we have to select the book, we have to read it and we have to keep it back. And changing dress, we have to take the dress from the cupboard, we have to change the dress, put it in the laundry bag and change the dress and come out. So these are some different kind of sequence of activities which we are doing in our regular life. And next one is the sequence correctly done? Whatever we saw little before, the same thing but with the shapes, whether this is correctly done. Two squares, one circle, two squares, one circle, and this sequence is correct. But if you see here, if you see here, the sequence is not correct. One sleeping line, standing line, sleeping line, standing line, and again two sleeping lines are here. So this is not a correct sequence. So she has to say this is a wrong sequence, and whatever is correct, she has to mention as correct one. And this is like, do I have a pair? She has to find whether every star is having a pair. I have only 4 colors, so she has to connect and she has to see whether everything is having a pair. If there is no pair, then she has to mention that. This one is like a fraction, write me. It's the same thing what we did with the little before, that is with a circle, but this is with a square. She has to find, okay, this is half, 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 3 in the same way for everything. Again, measurements. This she has to do it with a ruler, a scale. She has to take it and she has to draw a line for 10 centimeters, 7 centimeters, how much ever she wants. And this is like a simple thing, a square. All the sides are of the same measurements, so I just want to give a try whether she can do it. And next one is read and do, like draw a circle with your bangle. She has to take her bangle and she has to draw the circle and draw lines, red, yellow, orange, blue. Simply, these are like a simple activities, nothing much with math or language, but these are like simple fun activities. And I have to write some more questions, but I completely forgot. And this is like find the numbers. I just wrote few numbers here and gave some questions here. She has to, she can't read, I will read it for her. Write the even numbers. So she has to find what are the even numbers here and she has to write all the even numbers here. In the same way, for all the questions she has to answer. And who comes next? This is like a missing number again. So 25, again I gave 2 free spaces, 28 and 20, and she has to write what will come next to that. So yeah, in the same way, and I have to fill it up with a few more numbers as well. This is a symmetry, I have to fill it up, I haven't filled it up yet. And yeah, these are few activities which I have prepared for her, and definitely we'll do everything in our own pace. Every day she'll do one activity or 2 activities, or some days we'll go with no activities as well. And this is like to engage her in her own way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, if you like the video, please comment below and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope I will upload few videos little often hereafter. And thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching it. Please share it with your friends if you feel it's useful for other people. Thank you so much.